What up, party people? All right, so I decided to go out back and do tarot card readings since the kids are not annoying, but they're just, in there and whatnot. So let me fix this quick. Out back patio, tarot readings. I wanted to do one down here before, but I never did. But I did do a Zoom thing down here once, so that was pretty cool. All right, so I hope everybody is doing well. I got all that, frustrations and whatnot out of my vibration. So, talk to my little cousin for a little bit. Talk to the kids, help them. So now it's time to flip tarot cards. All right, so we got somebody that's very successful. Some kind of promotion is coming, or they just received one. Oh God, I hope these don't blow away. They're in an authoritative type role. They're in absolute bliss. They know what they want. They get what they want. They don't care what people think. Things like that. So that's good for somebody. Then we have the Two of Wands. So, and it's in a side position, so it goes both ways. I'm going to say that you're really good at holding up your end of the bargain. Maybe you're promising people some things that you didn't get around to, but that's only because, you were busy doing other things, something like that. Okay, we got another job type thing. So you're very happy. Again, another promotion. Maybe you graduated from college finally, got that degree you were working on, or a certification. It doesn't necessarily have to be a degree. All right, but it's the coming together, the celebrating of something big for you, something new for you. All right, more emotional type things. A Two of Cups. So it's a new romance, a new kind of relationship in a sense, a new kind of love relationship, emotional ties, emotional connections, things like that. Maybe like they're your best friend. Maybe you reconnected with a best friend. Something good, romantic. I'm going to say it's more of a love relationship. But this new love relationship or emotional ship, it's not doing so great. And I see a lot of fighting. It's like you heard the call, you heeded the call, so you were like, okay, I can't really do this because that's not for me. I got all these great things coming in my life. I manifested really, great positive things, and then your spouse, partner, whatever, whomever this person is to you, isn't on the same vibration, the same frequency, because you want it better, you're doing it for yourself. So, these people around you, you might notice that they no longer fit. It's just not a fitting relationship. So that's okay too. You should be proud of yourself and not worry about what anybody else thinks. All right. So yeah, you're moving on slowly but surely. You are letting go of this situation, this person, this job, this old mindset, whatever that may be for you. But again, it has to do with fighting and breaking up and people vibing out and vibing in. So the universe says that when you get rid of like your old clothes, your old baggage, they always give you new, new to you. You might find a hell of a deal at a yard sale or something. You never know. Okay. You're feeling somebody, or in this situation, is feeling a little out of balance, possibly. It's like neglectful. Things weren't feeling like they're coming together, so people have something stuck. They just need to let it go. People move on and expand in things from others all the time. That's what we're supposed to do. It's a give and take type thing. All right. So I wanted to do a couple of these little rebel cards. So what does? Oh no! Oh no! Can't read that. Figure shit out on your own, because it doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks or feels about the situation. Only you. Only you can decide that. It says it's not everyone else's fault, it's yours. It absolutely is. People don't assert into our reality. We attract it, whether that be good or bad, and that's only for you to decide. So, if stop blaming, it says stop blaming others for your shit. You're a grown ass adult, act like one. I added the act like one on there, but it sounds very fitting, you know what I mean? What else does someone need to know? You're giving too many fucks. Give 0. To me, that means since this card reading, it's like people really only care about what other people think, and you're not supposed to give a shit what anybody else thinks, because if it doesn't float your boat or tickle your pickle, it's not for you. And it's okay to seek advice, validation, and stuff from others, but it is not okay to do just because others want you to do it, okay? Or feel as if you need to, or they're feeling as if you're selfish. Who fucking cares what they feel? It doesn't matter. All right, let's see. Let's grab another one. You equal tight ass. Loosen the fuck up, control freaks. Don't get laid. Why wouldn't you get laid? Loosen the fuck up, control freaks. Don't get laid. I don't know what that means. That don't make sense to me. You would want to get laid, right? If you're feeling uptight, maybe you need to get those juices flowing, all right? But it's not anybody else's job to get those juices flowing, because if you can't get yourself off intellectually stimulated and whatnot, nobody else can, because that's where the real G spot is. It's up here. But people don't know that. They think it's their vajayjay and whatnot. No, that's not your G spot. Your G spot's really up here. It's what gets your juices really flowing. See, I was like, look, Mandy, we're not even going to get into that right now, okay? Take a fucking trip. It says, go see some shit, do some new things, and talk to people cooler than you. I think I do talk. Mandy's one of them. My cousin Kayla talks to a lot of cool people. My friend Dorian, my husband. You know, it's all about who you vibrate with, who you rock with. You know what I mean? Sorry, guys. It's a little windy here today. Hey, Kayla. So it says, you do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works, because it's not about them, people. It's about you. And I don't know how many times I have to say it, I guess until I'm red in the face, but I already am. You think people would get it, but they don't. They don't, you know? So that's why I don't really vibe with those people. It's like people calling you all the time to get tarot card readings, and it's like, look, it's not my choice, or it's not in my place to tell you what to do. I can give you advice, but it's what feels right to you to do, you know? But people keep coming back, and they're like, oh, what do I need to know about this? And it's like, you already know. You don't need me to validate. You need to do it on your own. So when people reach out to me to get, like, just say I read somebody a month ago, I'm not going to read that person again, because whatever I have to say, they probably didn't heed what the universe said, and you know, they're just gonna have to go see someone else and be someone else's problem, because that's not my problem. If you didn't get it the first, second, and third time, I'm done. And then you don't want to pay me? Oh, hails to the nah, you know? So whatevs. I'm done offering free advice to people that keep coming back because they didn't understand it the first fucking time. So it's a waste of my time. So I got 2 or 3 people on my friends list that I'm going to be getting rid of here soon, because they just don't get it. It's all you. It's not nobody else, you know? And it says, you are going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. You know, that just reminds me of the fucking being at the psych doctor today. Don't need you. I'll just fix my own fucking ADHD. Okay? I just need to meditate more. Hey, Jade. Let me read this. I can't. Oh, I don't know how to get my. I know what I know, but having you validate. Oh yeah, man, you know what I mean, Mandy. It's. Don't worry. If it were you, I would say it, but it's not. No, it's. These are, when you hit me up, that's different stuff. That's not the same shit over and over and over. It's like when you tell the one person, they're like, oh, my boyfriend beats me, or, and I get it, you can't just up and leave, especially if you have kids, but it's like you need to start realizing that you are worth, you know, better, you deserve more. But if you don't get that, then I can't make you understand that, something like that. Or this person would always message me, hey, can I get a free reading, or can I get a reading? And it's like, really? I just gave you one and you didn't learn, so no. Hey, can I have a reading? What does Elaine and I know? Oh, what does Elaine think of me? Thank you very much. Well, I can tell you, let me just first pull one of these and see what that has to say, okay? It says, get some fucking sleep. sorry, man. You're being an ass because you're fucking tired. Face to pillow now. So I don't really need a card cards to tell you this, but since you guys need a tool, I'll throw some out there for you. You know, let's just see. You know, it really boils down to, what do you think of yourself? If you think that you're deserving of this person, you guys can still have a relationship, but it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be a friendship, a partnership. It's a learning from. It's something like that. That's how that works. It's a give and take type thing, you know. All right, so it's courtesy, thoughtful, polite, and good manners. So this person, whomever this is, must be some kind of like a dear friend, or they think of you, or you think of them as a really good friend. So again, that goes back to, do you really need to have a love partnership with them? Not really, but that's just something that you want. But is it something that you think you want, or that you know that you want? Because this person might be your bestie, but it's different when you are fucking the person and living with the person. It kind of, you find out that it really isn't all what it's cracked up to be, or the grass ain't greener on the other side type scenario. All right, but also connecting deep within, it's a primal instinct, sacred dance and instinct. So I'm going to say this person probably does adore you, and there's probably a great friendship, a great bond, a kinship, a connection, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a love relationship. So the only thing you can do is just ask, you know, and you'll get your honest feedback from them, you know. But you can't really let what they say bother you. If they say, yeah, sure, let's date, then give it a go. But more than likely, I'm gonna say that it's probably not gonna work out. I hate to say it, but you know, it's more of a friendship type thing. You guys have probably been around the block together in many lives. You're probably brother and sisters, and maybe mother child, you know, shit like that. You never know. But if you're close to them and you felt that instant connection, it's for a reason. All right, transgression, flaws, contradictions, and a mistake. So for me, that just means, you know, you got to let it go. Don't worry about if this person is pining over you and vice versa. If you want to know, just ask. And that's about as easy as it gets, you know. Let's see. You need mental clarity is what I'm getting, like a new way of looking at things. Authentic, real, and organic. When you do ask this person out on a date, or what do they really think of you, you know, don't be upset by what the outcome is. You know, at least you got your truth out there. Like, they know that you're interested. You know, maybe they're in a relationship right now. It doesn't mean that it wouldn't work out ever. It just means that right now is not the greatest time. So it should be like, in a sense, being appreciative that you have this person by your side, in a sense, and that you guys connect on so many levels. I say that if you want a relationship, having a friendship or a partnership with someone without sex is even a greater big deal. To be with some, oh, my hummingbird's back. Oh my God, that thing comes and visits me every freaking day. It's someone dead. I just don't know. I haven't labeled it yet. But anyway, I just think that a relationship is more meaningful if you're not being intimate. I mean, like, if you're just friends with someone and have a working relationship and you're not giving up the goods, that means that they're there for more than just fucking you know, something like that. It's a more meaningful type relationship. But that's just me. That's my perspective on it. It doesn't have to be yours. So I say, you know, wave your freak flag, go out and ask them if they want to be with you, or if they want to go out, see how it works. And if not, then, oh well, there's more fucking fish in the sea. And faith, just trust, unwavering confidence in self. You know, don't be afraid to let your guard down and ask. Worst case scenario, somebody says no, and then you fucking move on. You know, and it's as easy as that. It's as easy as that. So let me do one more of these for you from the Rebel deck. You guys think I'm vulgar? Is a little bit more vulgar. All right, let's see. Get the fuck out of your head, get in your heart, because it misses you. Opening that heart chakra up and, you know, being free to love and love in many ways, not only receiving it, just giving it. The universe, it's a give and take. We all came here to love and to learn, and that's really what it's all about, is joy and having fun in every minute, you know, and in a sense making the best of every situation, you know. Yeah, I'm sorry that that's not what you wanted to hear. I don't ever really tell people what they want to hear. It's just the messages that I get, or the feeling, or like the knowing. You know, and that's just how it works. That's how it goes. Yeah, Jade, it is freaking beautiful. That's my backyard, you know. All the molehills and shit, but yeah, pretty cool. So, oops. All right, so let me see. Okay, now I done messed up my freaking angles. It's all about angles. It's all about angles, y'all. All right, let's see. Should we do the surgery? Also, should we get a second? Oh, did they say that she's going to need tubes, that she's a candidate? You guys don't smoke in your house. It could just be, is it maybe allergies or something like that? Yeah, Jade, you guys could. Okay, so Dree, let me just say that ultimately it's up to you. And the universe, divine, God, if there is, I'm just going to say like a relief out there that's available, well, absolutely you should get it. But if these ear infections aren't happening all the time, then I want to do it. But it sounds like she has tiny ear canals. You know, oh, you didn't like the doctor. I totally understand if you ain't vibing with that doctor. It wouldn't hurt to get a second opinion, but then you might be paying out of pocket because your medical insurance will only cover like an audiologist type appointment once in so many months, you know, just to get a baseline. Then they do it right after surgery to see if things are working. But because she's an infant, she probably has just narrow ear canal passages, which is fairly common, and maybe she's just susceptible to ear infections. But I would say that you should get them because as she's developing, learning to talk and things like that, it won't sound like this, so she doesn't enunciate, you know, because she's hearing the muffled, because it's like being underwater in a sense. My son actually had 9 sets of tubes. He had excuse me, hearing difficulties as a baby due to the fluid buildup because the ear canals were so narrow. But it just really, what do you feel? Do you feel that they need the tubes, that it will offer her relief? But I do know that he was like a year old on his first set, but he had these reoccurring ear infections. And but like that, once he had the tubes in, he was able to speak appropriately, hear appropriately. So, you know, that's going to be up to you. But I mean, you could just monitor it, but you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, you know. I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's like, you know, if she needs it or not. And it's okay to get a second opinion, but just be prepared to be paying out of pocket, you know. I mean, but that's in Pennsylvania. I was a medical assistant and billing and all that shit up north. So it could be different here. I'm not really sure. Everything seems to be different here. Yeah, you know, honestly, Dree, if that's the case, I would definitely get her in to get the surgery, because I'm kind of feeling your anxiety regarding it. So I think that would offer her a lot of relief, you know, so she can release that fluid and to get her moving, you know, because it hurts when you have all that pressure. But did they check her for allergies and stuff? Okay. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so unfortunately, your pediatrician can give you the recommendation or the authorization to go see the specialist, but they can't make that choice for you. But, you know, they might be able to offer you a good recommendation whether you should or not. I'm just a medical assistant, so it's out of my scope to diagnose or you know, that's up to the parent. But I think being a mom that had kids with ear difficulties and stuff, hearing issues and lots of ear pain, I would suggest that you get it, but that's up to you, hun. I saw the other day that she's able to eat a little bit more, but yeah, it's still rough for you too, you know. There's probably a lot of stress going on. But just try to, you know, focus on the healthiness that is there. And see, that just sounds so stupid. Just, it's hard for me to tell people sometimes. But, you know, I don't know if you can give her Tylenol yet. I think you can give her Tylenol, probably not Motrin. They do have the Similacon or Similasan earache relief. Then go with exactly what you feel, Dree, because I really think that you're right. If you feel as if that way, I would say do it too. I'm the same way. If there's relief out there, then they should have it, you know, and that will help her too to communicate and hear appropriately as well. It's scary, but it's not. And they don't even really remember after that they had, you know, the tubes. It doesn't bother them. It's like, just like that. It's like, it changes. It's pretty amazing. So, yeah, kudos to you. Good luck, you know. If you need to vent or whatever, please feel free to hit me up. But I don't even know then if it is, if the eardrops would work. But just, you know, try to offer some relief. There's all kinds of stuff that they have out there. Hi, Jamie. All right, so let's just read this. It says, fuck, shit is about to get real. You need your people around you. So for me, Dree, you know, this is the time where you and your husband, your family just need to come together and, you know, just try to look at the good that's going on, even though your daughter's in pain. I totally understand. It's definitely valid that you would, you know, be feeling this way. You are so very welcome. But just come together as a family front, you know, talk about what's going on, because if the baby's stressed, mom's stressed, dad's stressed, the other kid's stressed, you know, everybody's stressed. You got to let that go, you know. Hey, it's hard. I know it's easier said than done, but just look at it like that. It's to come together for a reason, you know. Eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature, it says. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but I just saw some other people come on here onto the live, so I'm going to pull a couple more tarot cards. All right, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. All right, let me pull one of these. I'll just do Oracle. All right. Now remember, this might not be for a specific person, but if it resonates with you, then it's for you, you know? But don't try to make it fit, is what I'm saying. Shit, this shit is blowing. I need to, like, put something on here because it's fucking up my cards. Oh, that's a butterfly? My God. I swear, all these freaking animals and shit are attracted to me, and it kind of freaks me out a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Yes! You do need to go take your greens. Do it, do it. Do it, do it. All right. Yeah, I met with my psychiatrist today, Dree, because, you know, I'm from up north and they no longer will prescribe me my Adderall because they can't check to see if, like, I'm getting it here. Well, I'm not. So anyway, I went to the psych doctor and they were like, well, they were like, you got all these issues or whatever, which I don't have issues, but, you know, I am ADHD and the Adderall helps and it's the lowest dose. But because I smoke pot, they were like, oh, absolutely not. You can't be smoking marijuana and I'm going to prescribe you ADHD. Oh, but you want to give me other stuff for my anxiety and my depression? Like, really? What the fuck is wrong with people? But anyway, I'm going to stick with the pot. They're like, well, fine. I say, yeah, I'm not going to give that up and I ain't going to lie to you. And I ain't buying fake piss just so I can get ADHD meds. I'll just drink coffee and use fucking more templates and write everything down, you know, dictate into my dictation machine, whatevs. Anyway, so we got somebody that is out of recovery. They're making a comeback. They're feeling energized, revitalized. They are feeling the newness in everything. It might be an everyday type thing. Exactly, it's a spiritual drug, Dree. He gave it to us for a reason, and that's why I'm going to keep using. Fuck those meds, man. I don't give a shit. And I'll buy a black market too. I don't care. You know? I'll just smoke my pot. But somebody is looking at their everyday, like routines as new. They must be like getting rid of the old mindset and coming into new. Like, this is great. I have a pretty pretty good life, and it's like the up and the up. Something like that. People, it's not you, but others are feeling envious. They're feeling jealous of you because you're so amazing and so awesome. You make everything look easy, but it's all about our alignment. If you're aligned, they say that one person that is aligned in alignment is more powerful than millions. And I totally believe that, So it's like you're changing your course in life. Everything is going great. Only good, positive things are happening to you. Somebody before was a rule breaker, but not necessarily. People looked at you as like a rebel, but you're not really a rebel. It's just that you don't conform. You're non-conformist is what I'm trying to say. You're non-conformist. You don't fall into line just because somebody says that you have to or that you should because it looks better. You're like, no, I used to be like that, but not anymore. It's like now people want to say you're like a rebel, a rule breaker, but it's not for the bad. It's just for the good, We got another reversal. Maybe you're feeling like an outsider, like you're wandering here alone, but your tribe is around. You just got to find them. You'll notice that you're going to get rid of friends or partners or bosses, and you're going to come into the new you, the confident you. That's why all this great, cool stuff is happening. That's why people look at you like, wow, how did they do that? That's amazing, blah, 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 blah. It's just because you're in alignment. You don't really care anymore what people, you're a misfit, but you're not a loner. There's just not that many leading edge creators out here. Dree, you know what I'm talking about. We had this conversation the first night we met. I went down the bar. I was there a couple times. I never met Dree before. And then I was doing tarot card readings for a couple of my girlfriends. And Dree's like, hey, you. That was my husband. He's trying to FaceTime me, so I'll have to call him back. But it was really cool how we met, and she was like, something about law of attraction. I was like, oh my God, get out of here, Abraham Hicks. And then I showed her like my full YouTube thing. So it's like, we do all vibe together. People will find you. It's like, you don't even have to go out looking for people. They will find you. So, don't fret. Just sit back and let it come to you. Don't put any action behind it unless it's inspired action. And one or two more. Faith, yeah. Just have faith and trust in yourself and in the divine, in the universe, in God, however you want to word it. It's just a word. Have confidence that everything is going good for you. It's an unwavering type thing, but you got to know it. You got to feel it. You got to live it. You got to want it type thing, And enlightenment, inspiration, epiphany, and innovation. It's like you know too much, you came too far. It's like you no longer care. You're over it. It's an ascension. It's getting rid of the old baggage shit and moving on to the new. Not caring what people think about you, not caring what people think about what you do, what you say, how you live, who you fuck, who you blah blah blah. And that's just how it goes. And that's how it should be. If people would just mind their own fucking business, this world would be a happier place. Don't try to push your beliefs off onto someone else. If someone doesn't like what I have to say, I'm like, sorry, that's just my belief. If you don't like it, you don't got to talk to me. We all vibe together. And the ones that don't, and they go out of our space. We don't even really realize that they're there in a sense, Oh, you can't see that. It's in a reversal. I can't read that one. It says sacrifice. Offering and letting go. Yeah, just letting go of the old and letting the new come in. So that's it. All right, guys, so that's all I got for you today. If you do need a personal reading, you know how to get a hold of me. Deuces.